to Comics Experiment. My name is Benny. That is Andy. That is Dan. We get together once a week to talk about comic book stuff. It happens pretty well. We were on a break because of the travel and everything else we had to do, but we're back and we should be bringing you these episodes on a weekly basis again.
We start doing it in quotes. Should be bringing you these episodes on a daily basis.
You know it's bad when my own brother, the one that isn't here, texts me going, "Hey, I've run out of things to listen to. Are you ever going to film another episode?"
And we said, yes.
I said, check back in a week, and that was 2 weeks ago. Anyway.
Well, just like Ross Geller, we were on a break.
It's true.
We were actually on a break, and we're back now. This is the show where we just get together, we talk about comic books, we look at lists, we talk about things happening in the world of comics, from movies to comic books to news in general and stuff like that. It airs every Thursday over at twitch.tv at about 2 p.m. Eastern, 2:30-ish p.m. Eastern. And then
Today's entire session is in air quotes.
Then it gets uploaded onto Spotify and our YouTube channels around Saturdays, quotes. Where we would appreciate some great reviews on Spotify if you enjoy this show.
Great.
No,
that one's good. Okay,
don't air quote reviews. We want reviews on Spotify.
Today's episode, the great part.
Today's episode is brought to you by quite a few sponsors. We have our usual GFUEL sponsor. Use the code COMICS at checkout. Get yourself some energy, which is what I'm entirely functioning off of right now with no sleep last night.
Yes.
Our second sponsor is Shortbox, where they've just started a brand new comic book giveaway. There's a CGC graded version of one of the early deceased issues. The link to that is down below. Check them out. It's an app to help you get CGC comic books. And then we have two other ones. Dan?
Yeah, Ben.
I was going to say, that sounded like accusatory. Right. And we have two others. Dan.
How dare you get us more sponsors?
I know. Those sponsors being Backbone, which is a controller that you can attach to your iPhone. It is awesome. It is crazy comfortable, based off the PlayStation 5 controller, as well as Geology, which is a skincare product, which we will tell you about both of during today's show.
That is correct. Dan?
That is Ben.
All right, so She-Hulk has come out, and we've decided that today's episode of the Comics Experiment is going to be all the mansplaining you can handle. So let
me explain to you what it's like to be a female lawyer.
Single female lawyer.
No, but in all seriousness, for a moment, I
didn't agree to that.
We're going to talk about. I have found a list of rumored future Disney Plus shows. So we're going to go through this list, and then we're going to tell you our ideas for a Disney Plus show.
I got a good one.
And our ideas are legit. Our source is, trust me, bro.
Yep.
So
my source is Andy.
And my source is Dan.
Hey!
My source is absolutely Marvel and DC from that one of the hosts over there.
Which one?
Yeah. Ben.
I would have gone with Husson. Or I would have gone with the Disney puppet.
It's Mickey.
Mickey keeps telling me.
Mickey's our source.
Mickey's our source. It's perfect.
We just didn't say which Mickey.
Ooh.
So the first show on this list, and it may have come up because I feel like this one's been around for a little while in the rumor mill.
Okay.
Agents of Atlas, starring Jimmy Woo.
I could definitely see that, actually.
Yeah.
Because that's a great one that covers so many different ethnic groups, as well as everyone loves Jimmy Woo, the actor, because it's Jim.
Yeah.
Well, Randall Park is Jimmy Woo. Yeah. The show is going to have Jimmy Woo, Shang-Chi, which is a new addition to the rumor, which is why I wanted to mention it again. Daisy Johnson, who played Quake on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I think that they wouldn't do that because that would confirm that it's in canon.
I thought at the end of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., didn't they move to another? They did confirm it was in an alternate universe.
They confirmed at some point they became an alternate timeline.
Okay.
The general argument was it always and then diverged?
Yeah.
I'm going to say, though, they could easily do that. Have Loki pop out with the TVA, grab Quake, be like, hey, we're destroying this timeline.
He accidentally trips her and she stumbles into the thing.
Even better.
I read an article recently. Did you know that Marvel has decided to finally hire someone to keep track of the actual timelines? I'm not sure if it was on the AC topics.
I gave you the topics, yeah. We talked about it on Absolute Comics. Yeah, there is a keeper of the timeline in the MCU now.
They have actually made of actual TVA.
Yeah. Pretty much, actually, yeah.
And they don't prune so much as execute people who get out of the timeline.
The reason why I don't really believe in this one being a legit
Agents of Atlas?
Yeah. is they're talking about Cindy Moon coming back from a role that she had in Spider-Man Homecoming, which I don't even remember her being in there, which means if she was in that, she was so like, B, C-list, it didn't even matter.
I mean,
they
you
just might have said her name. Maybe.
Right.
I was going to say, and you can always just, I mean, use the character still.
Yeah,
right, but this rumor states that she'll be reprising her role, and to go from like a mention in the movie to I'm now Silk.
Well,
I mean,
to be fair, we've seen a lot of characters do that though, where they do start off as just a small part in another one, and then all of a sudden they get their own thing.
I mean, I could
this one is two actresses for
doing...
Wave. Would Wave change faces midway through?
Yes, that's her power. I don't think it is, but I can see them doing this though, because it is that like, you know, you have the multicultural cast, and you can do a lot of crazy stuff. You know, I could see them
and
doing
just
it.
basically maybe they hired her early on, and like, okay, you got to be able to do athletic stuff later.
Yeah.
Plus, another one that could potentially validate that is the fact that we no longer have S.H.I.E.L.D. We need a new kind of organization, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Well, they're doing that with Damage Control.
Yeah,
so far
they
been
do have
terrible.
Damage Control and Miss Marvel and stuff.
Yeah, but we'll forget about that because their comic was terrible. But Agents of Atlas...
Another one that has been rumored for a very long time, so I know we have mentioned this before, but that whole they're going to make a show about Captain America: The Last Mission.
Oh, that's not happening.
Never going to happen.
That's never going to happen. It would be fun. It would be cool to have Chris Evans come back and he does like 5, you know, you do an episode per stone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That would be fun, but I
feel like that would
never happen.
That they would have to pay Chris Evans.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. That's like doing like a show where it was like Tony Stark in between movies.
Yeah.
Like it ain't gonna happen.
The only way I
could
see that would
there's
be
time periods we can cover.
But we can still talk about it.
Would be like Loki season 2, just one episode where they're like, wait, but we went with different timelines. What happened when Steve went back? And just do small flashbacks of each one.
Yeah.
That's the farthest I could see them go with that.
That's the next season is just Loki watching Steve do stuff on TV.
Man, this is getting really boring.
Yeah, and like flips the channel.
Different Infinity Stone each flip.
Just like the rumor of a returned Captain Carter show. I don't believe that one's true at all. I think that's been here for a long time.
I know she's talked about, Haley Atwell has talked about she would love to come back and do more with that character. But I don't see it happening. I can't see a full-blown show. I could see her doing more cameos.
They did it as Captain America, too, or whatever, Captain Carter.
Captain Carter,
that version.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, that would be,
that would be,
as the Captain Carter version.
And she said
I'm
she
thinking
would...
in my head the spy version.
Like actual Agent Carter.
Agent Carter.
Yeah. I can't imagine they're going to do any more with that. And I can imagine her doing more cameos. But
I could see a What If voiceover again, but I can't see a show.
She did the show.
Yeah.
The What
But
If
I'm saying
episode,
like another episode of that.
But no, not a full-blown show. Because it is an alternate timeline. So if they did a live-action show, it would just confuse a lot of people. Like, wait, what the hell? Why are we still doing this? Didn't she get cut in half?
Well, especially if they just
that wasn't even the same Captain Carter that was in the comics or in the show.
I doubt just the fact that they just hired someone to straighten out the timelines. I don't see them doing anything with.
They should just. I mean, they could if they turned live action What If, like if they just did random What If, like mini movies, like hour and a half. You do What If mini movies. That'd
just
be
do
cool.
Like Black Mirror.
I can't. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I can't imagine they would actually do it, but it would be cool.
This one I actually think is feasible. A Damage Control show.
I can see that.
Kind of filling the gaps of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the guys that are running around behind the scenes, kind of manipulating everything.
You could do a lot of fun stuff with that.
Could.
Like behind the scenes of what happens in the MCU.
But I feel like in order to
it's like anthology, just like people pissed off every time the Hulk destroys something.
Well,
just Damage Control after different
It could be a funny
events.
sitcom like that DC one about the guys that
which
was great in premise and had its moments, but
it
wasn't
so
good.
cheesy.
Yeah,
it
over
was
the top.
So bad.
So I can see that.
But it could be a lot of fun. You could tell a lot of fun stories with that.
In order to make it different from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., though, you would need to basically not have... Because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has turned into a superpower team on S.H.I.E.L.D.
And it was basically the Inhumans show.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you
just
mentioned like Black Mirror with the What If. If you did an anthology-style show about people who live in the MCU and maybe... Or even a couple of episodes could be like the smaller street-level heroes who like nobody talks about, but they're there.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, well, I don't fight the Chitauri, but I knocked out that mugger. So things like that. You could do. There's a lot
did that.
You could do a lot of fun stuff with that.
Oh, that actually happened in My Hero in the episodes I was just watching. One of the characters showed up, and they were like, "Why aren't you a big name here?" And he's like, "I'm just stopping criminals." But
that's what I'm saying. You could take a lot of like the lower tier Marvel street level heroes and tell some fun stories.
Yeah.
Not everything needs to be
a big event.
or giant kaiju gods fighting next to the pyramids.
which
you can tell smaller stories.
I don't know why Moon Knight. That's a different topic, but
but
Moon Knight went in that direction, and I was like,
not everything
that's not
needs
Moon Knight.
Not everything needs to be Secret Invasion.
Yeah,
you can tell. Like,
this one I don't see
stories.
happening. Daughters of the Dragon, the characters from Defenders reprising their role as Colleen Wing.
I can't imagine they'll come back.
Even the comics have tried to make the Daughters of the Dragon a thing.
They're usually
no one cares.
They're usually like a small thing. They were in the Spider-Man Beyond.
Yeah,
Misty Knight, Colleen Wing.
Oh, is that?
No. Yeah, they're called the Daughters of the Dragon. That's their team.
I don't think they ever call themselves that in that
it's usually like that's how
they're
referred to in comics, but not actually like as a
kind of
title.
like how like Luke Cage and Iron Fist, they're technically the heroes for hire,
but nobody ever really calls them that.
Yeah. This one I don't remember being on the rumor list. Doctor Strange spin-off series starring Benedict Cumberbatch.
No.
I do not see that happening.
No.
Well, if you said starring Wong, yes, I could see that.
I could see Wong.
I mean, but they got Elizabeth Olsen and stuff to do, and Paul Bettany to do a show.
Yeah.
They got pretty much everybody else to do a show.
Didn't they get Elizabeth? I mean, you're right. They did get the other guys.
So I mean, it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility to say that, and he did like Holmes over in was it Holmes or Sherlock?
Sherlock.
I mean, he did that, so he's been on television.
This is true.
So it's not out of the realm of possibility.
But I mean, it would be interesting if they did like a Monster of the Week show with
that
him.
would be cool.
Just showing, because if you read the comic, they don't normally do like earth-ending things in Doctor Strange. It's him doing weird stuff in the world of magic.
That should be kind of cool.
If they did it with that story where he gets the assistant Zelma, that's just like, I don't know this stuff exactly. That's the ghost town.
You could do that would be a fun just the life of Doctor Strange, all the crap he's got to deal with as the
That's the name of the show.
Yeah. All the crap he's got to deal with.
These would all be great sitcoms, though, is the problem.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, they wouldn't be that different than like the She-Hulk show now. Yeah. It's just
no. I'm just saying,
yeah.
Just as long as I know what I'm getting into.
It should be like Fuller House, like a 4-camera sitcom
Fuller
style.
Sanctum.
The fullest sanctum.
Strange Academy.
I
would love Strange Academy because that book's actually pretty solid.
Yeah. Ghost Rider show has been in rumored mills forever.
That was going to be my suggestion. I didn't know that was already a rumor.
Well, so there's actually a story behind this one.
Wait, hold on. Which Ghost Rider?
Yeah, what do you want?
Different shows.
Well, I had like a whole idea, like a couple seasons.
I guarantee it's a different show.
Okay.
So this one was when Robbie Reyes made an appearance in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Not that one. All right.
They were going to reboot him.
Oh, I have heard of that. They were going to do it on Hulu. Yeah.
And the actor came out and said that this was going through, but because of the Fox, Hulu, all that merger, he just didn't get work for 3 years waiting for that to kick off.
Damn.
Yeah, I have not seen him in a lot of stuff. Well, he was Terminator. He was in the Terminator Dark Fate.
But he said he was told to kind of keep his schedule open.
Right, yeah. That's got to suck.
Yeah. And he came out and talked about it. Like he was told to keep his schedule open, and this show's not even happening now. The show got canned and canceled. Yeah. So who knows if it's actually getting worked on as a Disney Plus series, if it's ever going to arrive again. We don't know. But supposedly the show was going to be like, we actually learned about Johnny and how he trained Robbie and all that kind of stuff. So
okay, not what I had. So we're okay.
All right, cool.
This is another one I think has been on this list for a long time. Heroes for Hire. It looks like they're going to bring back Mike Coulter as Luke Cage, but I don't know if Finn Jones is coming back as an Iron Fist.
I don't think he should. He was not very good.
They could easily replace him, and they do it all
Michael
the time.
Coulter was fantastic as Luke Cage, though. He was a really good Luke Cage.
They could make a really good joke about it, like where the new Iron Fist shows up and they make some comment about him being a different guy, like Bruce Banner did in She-Hulk.
I'm literally a different guy.
Yeah. If you missed it in She-Hulk, there was just a one-off comment from Bruce Banner where they talked about the 2008 Hulk movie.
2008, 2009.
And he's like, I was a completely different person back then, Jen. I'm literally a different guy. And then breaking the fourth wall, she turns to the camera
I know. Yeah, I mean, the problem with, it's not like he wasn't very good as Iron Fist, but the show as a whole wasn't very good. So maybe if there was better writing.
I'm a huge Iron Fist fan. And I got 3 episodes in and we got bored. We were watching it and I was like, I don't even want to watch this.
Yeah.
But he was Danny Rand, the Immortal Iron Fist.
That is true. Even like Luke Cage, though, like the Luke Cage series was like 6 episodes too long. Like, but the guy did a great job as Luke Cage, so him coming back would be cool.
Yeah.
So this one has already been debunked, but I'm going to say it just because it's hilarious if it had ever happened. There was apparently, supposedly, bear in mind, all of these come from Trust Me Bro sources. A Journey into Mystery show, which was going to be a Thor spin-off series, which would feature Chris Hemsworth as Thor and introduce Beta Ray Bill in Hercules.
That would be cool.
And the rumor was that Henry Cavill was going to play Hercules.
I don't think that's happening.
Yeah.
Remove Chris Hemsworth in that. I could see a show about Beta Ray Bill coming into like the MCU being a cool one.
And they did cast Hercules, and it's not Henry Cavill.
It's not Henry Cavill, no. I've seen so many Henry Cavill casting rumors now.
Everyone
Wonder
wants
Man.
Henry Cavill.
I've seen Wonder Man, which actually be really, really good.
Yeah, that would
Wonder Man, Captain Britain, Hyperion, which I still maintain if they got the entire cast of Justice League to be the Squadron Supreme, it would be hilarious.
Ben Affleck is not.
That's what I'm saying.
That'd be great.
And there was somebody else that they were like, oh, this should totally be Henry Cavill, and I can't think of who it is now. But everybody just wants Henry Cavill in the MCU.
Henry Cavill as Danny Rand, the Iron Fist.
I'd watch that, honestly. I would watch the shit out of that.
So this one's another rumored one that's been around for a little while. I think since Falcon Winter Soldier, but there was going to be a Madripoor show where they all reprised their roles, and it was going to introduce Wolverine.
Okay.
I don't see this one happening.
I can't imagine they're going to introduce Wolverine in a show. I know they have alluded to him in She-Hulk.
Oh, have they?
They have. It was a it was like a real quick news blurb, and it said like man with claws on his hands fights in bar.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
So they've alluded to him, but I can't imagine they're.
So he is just wandering around.
Apparently,
if they did that,
he's like Thanos. There. I'm not even on a team right now.
I'm just totally picturing that. We just find out, dude. Okay, I have a pitch for a show, and I'm going to throw my idea in at this point because.
Are we done with the list?
No, we got more. We got more.
Okay.
We'll go to our pitches. I have an idea. My idea is perfect. I had a different idea, but
doubt
this
it
is better.
Completely, but go ahead. Then we'll tell you why it's crap, and we'll fix it.
We'll go through this first. Next up, we had Midnight Suns. That's been in rumors forever.
Sure. Which that would be cool.
Yeah, I could see that one.
Yeah.
We've got enough of them.
And you could have Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch kind of just guest on it.
Right.
Like cameo on it, like putting them together and then sending them
right.
off.
Yeah. Like, all right.
And then you maybe see him again in the last episode.
I got stuff to do.
See ya. Sorcerer Supreme.
This is right.
And then Wong's like,
I gotta go to
Sorcerer Supreme.
He's like, I gotta go to a wedding.
This is right in the middle. No, it's right in the middle of Spider-Man. Like, it's just I got to go deal with a bunch of guys that just came through the multiverse.
He's like, all right, I just came out of the Mirrorverse. I got to go to the Statue of Liberty to yell at some Spider-Men. Apparently, would you meet Spider-Man? Oh, I wish.
That would be hilarious.
I want a show where somebody's finally just sick of this shit. Like,
I would be Nick Fury.
This is bullshit.
Let's be honest. It would be Nick Fury just being like, all right, what's on the dock today? Another alien invasion? Are you serious?
We got another kind of bullshit one that I don't think is legit, but here's a rumor: a Miss America show to basically make a whole show about the plot device and Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Yeah.
She wasn't called Miss America, is she?
Yeah, that's what they're calling it here. On the
all right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't think she was ever called that. Yeah. I'd watch that.
And this would supposedly be a sequel to Doctor Strange and a prequel to Young Avengers. I don't see that happening.
I don't see that happening, no.
Next one is a Next Wave show. And since I guarantee half of the people listening to this just went, who?
I just went,
I went, who? And I read a lot of comics.
It's another one of those kids teams.
Oh.
Yeah. Devil Dinosaur's on it now, so that they put that in there.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Monica Rambeau.
I mean, they've done some weird stuff. Not weird stuff, but stuff with the shows I would say there's no way they're going to do. So
my favorite is on this Next Wave rumor. They then put debunked as to who would play Elsa Bloodstone twice.
Who would be playing Elsa?
They said Emily Blunt debunked, and then Becky Lynch debunked.
I don't know who Becky Lynch is.
I don't know either.
I feel what's her name from the Underworld movies. Kate Beckinsale. Kate Beckinsale would make a good Elsa Bloodstone.
This is another one I don't ever see happening. A show called Rescue starring Gwyneth Paltrow's Rescue.
No.
I don't see getting her back to be Rescue.
No.
Isn't she one of the actresses that didn't like how she was treated as just like a trophy character?
I don't really pay attention when Gwyneth Paltrow talks.
Well, she's also in charge of Goop right now, and they talk about steaming.
That's what I'm saying.
I
don't pay attention when she talks.
Supposed this is no way because we haven't even had the character introduced yet, but rumored that they're developing a solo Rogue series starring Anna Paquin coming back.
No, never gonna happen. No,
I don't remember seeing that on this list though.
I honestly, with the X-Men, I can't imagine they're going to bring any of the Fox actors back.
Because this is a list that we.
Well, I mean, they did
Quicksilver
and they brought Patrick Stewart
and Patrick Stewart.
So maybe some of them, but I can't imagine they're going to bring.
Yeah, but they were in a separate universe though. They didn't.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, the reason I wanted, for those who are wondering what list this is, I realized I didn't name it. It's off of the actual like master wiki source of all rumors right now, which we've used before.
Master rumor source.
There is.
It's actually an AI
but
program
they never quote sources. It's literally if we go on Twitter and say this is happening, someone
it's going to be on that list.
Yep.
Go on Twitter real quick. Say something's going to happen.
No, we're gonna. The rest of this podcast
It's going
is
to
going
end
to
up on
appear
that.
on
I
list,
got you.
yeah.
Okay. It's kind of
So,
a
yeah, but the
snake
Rogue
eating its own
Show-
tail situation.
Exactly.
The Rogue Show, yeah, I don't see that happening.
Which
that's
what
why
it should
some
be
of these
called. The Rogue Show.
That's why some of these are kind of like reoccurring though, because they've
Rogue
been on
Show.
the list for a little while because they never officially got debunked. The Silk Show, according to Sony, is still happening.
What show?
You
The
know
Silk
what?
Show.
I didn't know there was going to be a Silk Show.
They have said it's in development, which is in stark contrast to Cindy Moon being on Agents of
yeah, that
Atlas.
doesn't work. Yeah.
I will say, if they make a Silk Show, that is the one and only spin-off to Spider-Man that makes any sense.
That is true.
Over Madam Web, El Muerto.
It's supposedly an Amazon
Come on,
Prime
El
show
Muerto's
that
gonna be
will be a
awesome.
part of both Spider-Man universe in Sony and the MCU.
And then Tom Hardy will show up and go, "What the hell is going on?" and then get sucked back into his own dimension.
Be a weird situation where his symbiote starts licking a TV with a teenager on it.
I've never heard this rumor. Simu, how do you pronounce the actress? Simu has written a multi-season plan for the Sunfire TV show.
The fact that if he did it, I could see it.
Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't honestly with what I've
And this
seen
has
of-
sources
of
attached
him,
to it. Though. So he at
can't-
least tweeted about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. With like how like involved he is with trying to get certain characters out, I could honestly see it. Even if it doesn't happen, I could see him being like, "Yeah, guys, I totally wrote a Sunfire show.
Yeah.
Let's do it."
Because this one
And
has,
then
that one
everyone's
has
like,
sources linked to it, like where it came from.
Wait, hold on. Are we talking the mutant Sunfire?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
He's Japanese.
I was
has a
gonna say,
sun for a
yeah.
helmet.
Yeah, I was going
Well,
to say,
I
isn't he a
wanted to
Japanese
make
character?
sure.
He's a Japanese
He's a mutant, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's Japanese. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it's Japanese.
I don't know that much about
Yeah, I
Sunfire.
don't know that much
Pretty
about
sure
him.
he is.
I think he's Japanese.
Okay, so there's an Untitled Eternal series now on this list, which will feature Patton Oswalt as Pip Gorfin.
Sure. I mean, I could see it. Patton Oswalt needs work.
and Harry Styles as Eros.
That's not going to happen. There's no way you're going to get Harry Styles to do an MCU show.
This one, I have heard this rumor.
No, real quick. We need to do the Eternal show, and it's Kingo's butler, his manservant. I
Yes.
can't remember his name now.
I know.
Or his cameraman.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yes.
That'd be good.
A Punisher show. That I've heard that if they're bringing back Daredevil, Punisher already got greenlit for a Disney Plus.
I can't imagine how they're going to do Punisher on Disney Plus, though.
They
Well,
don't show the
I guess
killing.
they have. I guess they have. Isn't the actual Netflix one on?
Well, I think
Disney
a lot of the
Plus now?
stuff for like
It is
Deadpool
now.
and stuff,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you can do adult theme now,
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
were
yeah.
locking them behind that stuff.
But I can't imagine how they because I mean the Disney Plus shows have been a certain style with a certain amount of they're trying to make everybody Spider-Man with his quipping.
Yep.
So I can't imagine how they would do Punisher on.
Well,
that.
I mean, the fact that they're
Actually-
doing Daredevil in the yellow suit kind of tells me that they're toning it down.
Sure, but there's not really a toned down Punisher.
Yeah.
but there's no comedy run of Punisher.
What if he joins the hand like he is in the comics right now? He's not mass
yeah,
murdering. He's
yeah.
doing other things.
Yeah.
Well,
Do
I
they
think-
make him Franken Punisher?
John
Frank-
Berthol's
Frankencastle. That'd be like the closest to like a comedy version of the Punisher you could do. Because with Daredevil, there are Daredevil runs that are a little bit more happy-go-lucky.
Yeah.
Mark Waid did one. That's where that "I'm not Daredevil" T-shirt came in. That some people wear. I think Punisher wore it at one point. It's like "I'm not Daredevil."
Yeah.
Because everybody knew who Daredevil was.
Right.
These ones, I don't. An Untitled Sif show. Didn't she lose her arm in the last movie?
Yep, but she ends up training kids at the end.
Yeah.
That could be. I don't see that happening though. Untitled
Game.
Taylao? Who's Ying Nan? Which was she in?
Wow, that was.
No, Ying Nan. That's the name of the character.
I don't think.
In Shang-Chi. Oh, his mother.
Oh no, they're not.
They're not making a show about his mother.
They're gonna do a prequel, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon show. Because I mean, that's what that fight was at the beginning. I mean, there's no other
That would be kind of cool though if they got
That
them
would
to
be
do that.
cool.
But I don't see them doing that.
like a young his father.
And his
You
mother.
get the same actor because that dude is apparently immortal. Like
And
yeah,
Michelle
him
Yeoh,
rising
Michelle
up.
Yeoh, I think it's pronounced.
Yeah.
She was amazing in
She was the
Everything
aunt.
Everywhere.
Yeah, she was the aunt too.
Oh, she was the aunt?
she was the aunt. Yeah.
Oh, that's who it is. So then that person.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was the mother.
Oh, okay. No, yeah, the aunt.
That's even less chance of that happening.
I don't know. Michelle Yeoh is apparently immortal as well.
Yeah, she is. Especially if you've seen Everything Everywhere all at once. She goes from looking 70 to like 30 in like 2 seconds. Like You've seen it, right, Andy?
No, I actually haven't seen the movie.
She starts looking old, and then there's multiple versions of her, and she just de-ages. She's going
in real life. She just did it, and they were filming it.
An Untitled 10 Ring show. I don't see that happening.
Nah.
And Untitled Wenwu prequel series. Which one was Wenwu? That was the father. Because
Okay, yeah.
That was his real name. Because we had so many names for Mandarin at that point.
Well, technically, he wasn't the Mandarin. He made fun of that.
That was funny.
Named himself after a chicken dish.
And then I'm going to say this one is part of my idea. And I may have come up with this idea before. It's hard for us to tell.
I feel like you did.
But before we do that, Dan.
Portal.
Today's podcast is sponsored by Backbone. Are you ready for the ultimate gaming experience? Are you ready to get the most out of your iPhone with the most comfortable iPhone controller on the market? Well, then get ready for Backbone. Backbone just released an officially licensed PlayStation edition of their beloved Backbone 1. The colors, materials, and finishes are all inspired by the PS5 DualSense controller. And I'm not kidding when I say that it truly feels like you're holding a PS5 controller. Simply plug in your iPhone to the Backbone and enjoy console-quality controls as you play console games via remote play or cloud streaming services and App Store games. I've been using it on my game Final Fantasy VII First Soldier, and I've improved tenfold because of it. Backbone is also the official partner of Diablo Immortal. Not only is the game specifically optimized for Backbone, but you can also receive $10 in in-game perks. Go to playbackbone.com/experiment now to order your Backbone, and for a limited time, you'll get free access to over 350 console games and perks. That's playbackbone.com/experiment. Find your next adventure at playbackbone.com/experiment. Today's podcast is sponsored by Geology, men's skincare reinvented. Geology is a 9-time award-winning men's skincare company recognized in Men's Health, Esquire, and Ask Men Grooming Awards. And they've even got over 5,000 5-star reviews, and it's not hard to see why. I'm excited to use their sun protection creams since I'm very active outside, and know that their products will give me the best protection while still being healthy and safe for my skin. All you need to do is take their quick diagnostic quiz, and they can take care of you by recommending the perfect combo of products to fit your personal needs. Skincare is a science, so getting dermatologist-trusted products is key, and that's what you get with Geology. Head over to geology.com, that's spelled GEOLOGIE.com, and take their free skincare quiz to save up to 70% on your 30 days trial. That's a $50 5-piece trial set for only $15. Even better, join their new Geology Galaxy community for even more daily tips, giveaways, and more at their discord.gg/GEOLOGIE. Thanks to Geology for sponsoring today's video.
And the portal closes.
He's a little portal.
Okay, so my idea, and I'll go with my original idea as well, just in case I have already said this idea, because now that I'm thinking about it more, I'm like, I don't know if I've mentioned this as a possibility to Sal off camera, or if I've mentioned it on camera somewhere between. Okay. I'm on too many shows now.
Okay, what's the idea?
So
you're getting a lot of backstory.
Let's just hear what the idea is.
The idea I was having is, if we're implying Wolverine's been around this whole time, we just do what he was doing in every show and movie. That's the show. Where was he? How he was involved.
That's the idea we've come up with for Deadpool constantly.
Okay, so I have come up with a similar idea.
I just like this idea because you can have one episode where it's like the Chitauri attack New York, and Wolverine's like just in Canada at a bar, like watching it on TV.
Right, but then
for
Wendigo.
But
I really hope that doesn't come this way.
No, he sits there and he's like, "Man, I really should go help out." And then Wendigo attacks.
No, he wouldn't say that.
I could help
Wolverine
out.
at no point would be like, "I should probably get to New York."
Probably go, I should put my phone on silent.
Hope nobody calls me.
It would be like that one comic panel they did where it was like what Wolverine does in a week, and he was like on the X-Men Avengers.
So you just do a bunch of shorts like that?
Yeah.
Like the 6-minute episodes?
Just Wolverine in the middle. Chitauri attack. He's in a bar in New York. I'm not leaving the bar.
Somebody breaks in and he stabs him real quick and then goes back to drinking.
He happens to be in Madripoor when Falcon and Winter Soldier are running through.
It would be fun.
You just see he was at a noodle bar. What the hell's that shit?
Well, it's
With
like
a patch?
With a patch.
Well, he would have a patch,
Obviously.
Yes. Oh, that was like in the, what was it, the first X-Men First Class, where he's in that one scene where they go see him in a bar and he tells them to F off.
Yeah.
And then they just turn around and walk away.
That's what I mean. When they're end of Age of Ultron, Captain America does that. We get a reprisal of that scene, but it's Captain America wanting him on the new Avengers.
See, if you're going to do a Wolverine show, I think they should do the only good part of the X-Men Wolverine origin movie, which was the war montage.
Oh yeah,
it's like the 5 minutes of him fighting in various wars throughout the years.
See,
that should be the show.
That could also be
his, and leading up to him becoming part of Weapon X.
Basically, yeah, and that was the other idea I had.
See, my show is so much better than yours.
Well, what you could do is that could be the main show, and then the 5-minute shorts are at the ending comedy style,
like the after credits,
right? Like they're doing in She-Hulk right now. But what you could do with that one is treat it almost like how they're doing with Wonder Woman movies, where they're like, it's just taking place before everything.
Right.
So
we do a really good one, and then we do a really shitty one, and then maybe we'll do like a mid-tier one.
So because that was my original idea to go with Wolverine, was that he would do that. He would basically... We'll do the original origin in the 1800s, and then we'll show the logging scene. Then we'll have him in the war, World War I, World War II. He's in the Korean War. And we see how he was a part of all of this, and maybe even manipulated certain elements, or maybe and then we get all the way to the end of it. We see he was at the Age of Ultron war, but he just was doing his own thing. Okay, he's at Sokovia, whatever.
Why does he have to be in Sokovia?
Why
would he be in Sokovia?
Because it's Wolverine. Why is he in Japan half the time?
Because he has a reason to go to Japan.
Yeah. He fell in love with Mariko.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Mariko?
Yeah.
No, why would he just randomly be in a Russia-adjacent country?
Why is he half the time anywhere that he is?
I'm just saying, you always want to tie everything into everything.
Because it's the MCU.
Stupid.
What if they did Wolverine in anything? They would do it in the Madripoor show.
Yeah, that would make
and
more
they would
sense.
just name the show Patch. And it would just be Wolverine as Patch, because then you can basically go, hey, we're using Wolverine, but everyone knows that Patch is a different person.
On shore in Madripoor.
With no memory.
With no memory. So throughout the whole show, you have flashbacks and things like that. Somebody recognizes him, so he's got to put on the eye patch as a disguise.
Exactly.
And somebody makes fun of him because it's not a very good disguise.
Like, you just covered an eye, dude.
You look literally the same.
You've still got the same claws. No one else has those.
You could do every season just him in like Madripoor, and then he's in Japan. Then we just do the stuff that you won't put in the movie.
And not Sokovia.
But he could be.
No. It's like, I need him to be in every major MCU event for no freaking reason.
You're missing
Wolverine is in Madripoor, Japan, America, and Canada.
All right, stay with me.
And Sokovia.
For some reason, he was also in Wakanda when the Hulk and Iron Man were fighting.
No, that one wouldn't make sense.
And then he accidentally ended up in like, I gotta get out of here. I better head to Sokovia.
He would never end up in Wakanda, but Sokovia was just a location that Age of Ultron happened in.
That Wakanda, that's so out of left
Wakanda would be dumb.
The retcon him is instead of Adamantium.
And then when we introduce Namor, you just see him sitting at a bar with a snorkel on.
In Atlantis, trying to drink through the snorkel.
But I think,
and then right during Endgame, he was like just outside the blast zone for no reason.
What if he's also he's like a block away from where he's at a bar that is in a frozen Iceland, and he hears the thunk. It's during World War I, and it's Captain America landing there, and he's like, whatever.
Well, Captain America wasn't fighting in World War I, so that would also be a stretch.
Which one was the one where he got thrown in the water? Is it 2?
2.
Oh, okay.
The one with the Nazis.
Wasn't that a retcon? Wasn't he originally World War I?
No.
I don't know. He gets frozen and wakes up in the current day.
I was just saying, your idea for a Wolverine show is not
great,
a Wolverine show.
And then it kept going.
It's just Wolverine cameos in other people's shows.
Yeah.
And then a portal opens. Okay, fine. Instead of that,
the next idea.
All right,
What's
and then
your idea?
we're in Endgame again, right? And when Wong opens all the portals, Wolverine's sitting in a bar and goes, and then it closes.
Okay, hold on. Do you want to tell me that in Falcon and Winter Soldier, you wouldn't have loved to have just seen like Spider-Man swing in the end of the credits?
No, that would have been dumb.
No, it wouldn't
have
be dumb.
made any sense.
It would have linked everything together.
Everything doesn't need to be linked
It's the
together.
MCU. It does. They hired someone to do it.
Yeah, but you don't need to link every
they didn't hire someone to link it. That's not at all what they did. They hired someone to go, hey, this takes place after that, so don't pretend like Sokovia didn't get destroyed.
And you don't need to link one dude into every event.
But the comics do it, so why not?
This isn't the comics. All these movies have shown that they're not the comics.
Oh my God. There's a reason you're not allowed to pitch shows.
Oh. Well,
because it's awful.
So every season is just one big adventure of Wolverine in the past. Japan, Madripoor.
That would make more sense.
That's way better than whatever you were just trying to
We get 20 seasons of him just across the
we've
world.
gone too far.
No, but it's Disney. They'll do it.
But then we'll also link in Hugh Jackman's Wolverine.
No.
He'll go through time.
We won't even have any of that.
And then Laura shows up, but only speaks Spanish.
We'll have the 1800s. He'll be in
No
Canada.
subtitles.
No subtitles. We'll have him in Madripoor. We'll have him in Japan where he meets Mariko or whatever the one is.
Right.
Then we'll have him meet Deathclaw. Then we'll have
Sure.
another one where he has his daughter. We'll just fling him all over the place.
Deathclaw?
It's not Deathclaw. It's
Deathclaw.
Lady
Deathstrike. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Deathstrike.
something. That's in the name.
Death blow. Death
All right,
seizure. Death heart attack.
Sounds like you're making a metal band.
What's your Ghost Rider one? Let's.
You're making
nip
metal
this in
bands,
the
Andy?
Oh, you're gonna laugh at me for my names? God, your show is awful.
You named our boat the Guppy in Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, but then I wanted to change it to the Effery.
And Combros.
And Conbros, yeah.
Conbros.
Conbros.
All right, what's your idea, Andy?
Oh, we're doing me next? So my idea is the Ghost Rider. And he's at every major event in the Marvel Universe. No, I'm just kidding.
That would work, though, but a different Ghost Rider. Western Ghost Rider, Japanese Ghost Rider.
Anyway, Dan, so my idea is it would follow Johnny Blaze when
But he's with Wolverine.
when he makes the deal with Mephisto and becomes the Ghost Rider, right? So the first season is like the early Ghost Rider comics where he's just fighting, sort of like Supernatural. He wanders around, fights evil, right?
And it's Nicolas Cage.
And obviously. At the end of it, he loses the Ghost Rider powers. Like, he defeats Mephisto and he is cured of his curse. And you're like, yeah, there you go, end of the show. Second season picks up Danny Ketch as the Ghost Rider. Johnny Blaze, and you get like an episode or two in of just Danny Ketch. No Johnny Blaze, nothing. And then you cut back to Johnny Blaze, who's living a peaceful life now, and he hears of a new Ghost Rider, and he's like, well, I got to go check this out at least. So then the rest of that season is Johnny Blaze either starting to hunt down Danny Ketch, and then the two of them have to work together to fight something.
The big bad.
The big bad, yeah.
Would season 3 be Robbie Reyes?
I would say no.
Just because you suggested
Just because you suggested it. Well, I just don't feel like every season should introduce a brand new Ghost Rider. Maybe season 3 we go into the King of Hell. He takes over as the King of Hell.
Yeah, that'd be
But
good.
that's where he meets Robbie Reyes.
Well, I know, and we could introduce Robbie Reyes.
He races him like, who are you? Why do you have a car?
Saying, no, he actually met him before that.
In your version?
No, in the comics.
Oh, I was saying in your version,
Yeah,
though,
yeah,
you would have to meet him before that.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, yeah. I don't have the whole thing planned out. And obviously, he was in Sokovia.
And Madripoor. Teaming up with Wolverine.
But before that,
in Endgame.
In Wakanda. Anyway, that's my idea. It's very simple. You see how that was simple?
I like it.
Could Wolverine show up in the background? No. Pops a beer, gives it to Johnny.
Season 3 will be the Midnight Suns.
Ooh.
Then this show pops up.
There you go.
Yeah. All right.
I like
Dan, what is yours?
All right,
from your sources trust you, bro?
Yeah, my sources trust me. It's actually going to be a spin-off off of the Hawkeye show. It's going to be Kate Bishop starting the West Coast Avengers.
I would watch that.
Yeah.
That
she
is
just
the
like
show.
She wants an Avengers now?
And they could do
Hawkeye
it
now, so
well, they could do it
and
in
then
the way
Moon
of
Knight
that,
shows up. Because he was on the West Coast Avengers.
That's true.
Everybody makes fun of him for it.
But they could do it like that Kelly Thompson run where she funds it by having it be a reality show.
I would watch that.
Right?
Yeah, that sounds
That'd be a good one.
That sounds pretty good.
We get a lot of shit, though. I know that.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
so
do they not get shit already?
I was going to say they already get shit. Yeah, it shouldn't stop you
I
from...
like that one. They'd be social media influencers.
Yeah. Exactly. Had
Actually,
to go beat these villains. # West Coast Avengers.
I would watch that. That would be fun. That would be fun. You get a lot of fun with that.
No, I like those ideas. Mine's better, though. Wolverine.
Really?
Everywhere.
You know, I will say this.
That's the title of the show. Wolverine everywhere.
Your Wolverine idea was okay
Up to a point, and then you went too
until
far
you
with it.
decided to just go, let me just keep going. And it was like, don't.
If anybody's watching...
It's like...
No, I mean, that's how I function all of our entire businesses. Comicstorian is great up until Endgame. And then I was like, we should shut it down. And then I'm like, but let's not. And everyone's like, you should. And we should not. I just keep going until it's in the ground.
You were the one that wanted to shut it down. We were the ones saying let's not.
I still need a check.
However, I want to go back to the Punisher one because we were saying, I didn't get a chance to say it. We were saying that it doesn't feel like Disney Plus Marvel style.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like that would work in its favor, that it's so against the grain.
Well, yeah, I agree, but I don't know if
audience.
they would do that show.
Considering they're doing the Deadpool 3, I think
That's
it could be like
true.
the start of Disney.
They kind of go
Disney
in the
After Dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go, Disney.
And the name of the show would be Wolverine Everywhere, Everything, All at Once.
After Dark on Disney Plus.
After Dark
with
on Disney
Punisher.
Plus with Punisher on board. He would team up with Punisher and Ghost Rider. Don't tell me you wouldn't watch a Wolverine, Punisher, and Ghost Rider show.
No, I'm fine with that. It's when you want Wolverine to be at all major events in the MCU.
But in the background, drinking a beer.
All right. So when the Guardians of the Galaxy and Tony Stark and Spider-Man were all on that one planet fighting Thanos,
Wolverine is in the background drinking a
had
beer.
just landed in a pod 20 feet away and was like, oh, I wonder what's going on over there, and then closed it.
See, the thing is, with that idea of the Wolverine being everywhere, it was better as Deadpool because it works better as Deadpool being there and actually like trying to do something but messing it up more.
I pitched that where you would just have Deadpool in the background of every movie.
He's the one that actually made everything happen.
Yeah, like he's doing stuff and you just see fighting going off in the background. Yeah. That was how it's.
Could you imagine the fan uproar if what Deadpool did in Endgame was no one saw him, but he threw the hammer to Steve? He just, here you go, buddy.
That would actually be really funny.
The amount of fan uproar that
would be really
Deadpool
funny.
threw the hammer. Yeah, he's just, all right.
He just like picked it up.
He's like behind a hill, throws it up over the hill, and Steve's like, I have the power.
What is it, He-Man?
I feel like it would be more likely that Steve calls the hammer, Deadpool's holding it, and it just rips off his arm as he
That
starts
would be more
flying
likely,
towards
yeah.
him.
All right, guys. Well, this has been Comics Experiment. What do you think about the rumors that we read and our ideas? And let me know your ideas for shows down below. In another episode, we'll go through your ideas in the comments if there's enough of them down below in the comments. So let us know what you think would be a great show, because I'd love to do another episode where we read your ideas for shows. Like all
And
of
he
you.
will ruin all of them.
And yeah, there you go.
Ben will take
I'll
him
read
one
your-
step too far.
I'll take your ideas and I will ruin them.
And add Wolverine in every single one.
All right, so we got an idea for Devil Dinosaur. What if Wolverine was riding?
Was the dinosaur?
Didn't that cartoon come out, Devil Dinosaur?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
They were making a cartoon for it. I just don't know if it
I
came
don't
out yet.
remember that.
Anyway, guys, don't forget to check out our sponsors. Dan, go through all of them.
Yes, we've got Backbone, the awesome controllers for your phone. Geology, great skincare products. GFUEL, use code COMICS at checkout. YouTube subscribers here at YouTube. Shortbox, get CGC Comics. We're doing a giveaway right now. It's in the link box down below with all of this stuff. Patreon, patreon.com/Comicstorian. Twitch, twitch.tv/Comicstorian. Our other YouTube channels, Absolutely Marvelin' DC, Dungeons and Ale, Comicstorian Full Story Series, Comicstorian, Ben and Friends Gaming. PlayStation and Steam Gamers is coming back
And
with Wolverine.
And
Wolverine's in all of
And
these.
very soon, down below, we'll have a link to our hot sauce that we're making and our t-shirt brand.
Those aren't jokes.
Neither were any of that.
This is so much.
Now at least I know where his Wolverine idea came from.
What?
Just Ben everywhere.
Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time right here at Comics Experiment.
Bye, everybody.
Nice.